Welcome back, everybody, to A Toda Madre. I know that we've been gone for a little while. It was too hot for my garage, but we're officially back. And William has to apologize for something because he put it out there. I screen recorded it, so it's just beautiful that he. We found out last week. We found out last week. What did we find out, William?
The Angels are officially eliminated from playoff contention. Their 2025 season is officially over.
So officially, I don't have a crow with me. You see, I had to eat my crow with Canelo versus Crawford. I went live for it. Now it feels good that I get to pass it on to you when I kept telling you, William, it doesn't look like we're gonna make it. You're like, wild card. Well, I'm like, William, we keep losing games. You're like, no, 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 no. So how does it feel that you're wrong? Badly wrong.
I mean, I'm happy overall with the season. They did what I asked of them, which was don't trade away at the deadline. You keep all the players that you have and you run it through. You have to establish a culture of, hey, even if we're not contending, we're gonna see it through. And they saw it through. I mean, obviously you had Kenny Jansen on a 1-year deal. You kept them. You ended up not trading them. There's a few other players there that you could have traded. You ended up keeping everybody. It didn't turn out. You made 1-2 trades in the deadline. Didn't pan out. Mike Trout officially hit his 400th home run after a cold ass, last month where he was just not doing anything, trying to basically hit it. It was not happening until finally it happened. Overall, great season. I mean, the young players are playing good. It's only uphill from here. Had we had Ron Washington the entire way, maybe we would have actually made playoffs. Unfortunately, he did get his little health whatever at the beginning of the season, and that was it. That was it. Game over. For them.
When I'm talking with you and all that, when I hear you say this, that maybe, I mean, you're starting to sound like a Raider fan. You're starting to sound like a Cowboy fan. What's the difference, William, between you as an Angels fan? Maybe you're a hardcore biased person and you're not seeing what I'm seeing. I'm not saying that I gave up hope on Angels, but I accepted that we're just a bad franchise and that we might never see another playoff run until another 5 more years, 10 more years.
Yeah, see, that's where you're wrong. I mean, again, you're talking about your current roster, who is a young team. You're talking about a young outfield, with the exception of Taylor Ward. You have Teodoso, you have Joe Adele, and then potentially you have Matthew Lugo if they decide to go with them. That's already 3 young 26-year-olds. All of them could play up there. Then you have the infield of Christian Moore. You have Nolan Shawno. You have Zach Nato. You have a young infield. This season's number 2 overall pick, Tyler Brenner didn't even debut this year. He didn't even pitch in Double-A or Single-A at all because they're like, we're holding his arm for next season, and I'm pretty sure he might end up breaking camp. I'm not sure.
He was injured then.
No, he wasn't injured. They just didn't want to use him because they're like, well, we know what you could do. We're not gonna use you in single or double or Triple-A. We're just gonna save your arm. Is all we're gonna do because and MLB, you go from college, the College World Series, you get drafted, and it's like, all right, well, we continue pursue, Double-A, Triple-A, MLB, or we could just rest you until next season because it might, what's the point of putting you in right now?
So what you're telling me is that being drafted into the MLB is not the same as being drafted to the NFL or even the NBA, where
not at all. I mean, NBA, NFL is you get drafted, you're going straight into the NFL, and MLB, it's hey, I'm gonna draft this 16-year-old kid from high school, 17-year-old kid from high school, but he's not major league ready, so we're gonna put him in our development stages. That's where Single-A comes in. That's where Double-A, which would be the Trash Pandas, Alabama Trash Pandas, Salt Lake City Bees being Triple-A, obviously. And then you have
the Arizona
Major League Baseball Angels. Arizona would be the High Devils or Sun Devils. That's Single-A. That's like the lowest one.
That's the lowest one. I always thought that was like Triple. Obviously, you're the one.
Is Salt Lake City. That's where they are. But with the Angels, it's different. It's like if you want a hitter to be good, they'll send you to a Double-A because you're in Alabama, as to opposing Salt Lake City, where elevation is a lot higher. So your numbers are going to be a little bit off. If you want a good pitcher, you put them in Triple-A where the numbers are going to be off. So be like, okay, this is you'll perform really poorly here or really good, and if you're really good, and that means you might be major league ready, just depending on where they might be in elevation and whatnot.
That makes sense. It's like soccer when they play in elevation and all that,
Yeah.
or even NBA también with the Denver Nuggets that they have to be good and all that. Now, there is two things that we got from this season that I know, at least two good things, three good things actually. Zach Nato becoming a superstar because unless the guy gets badly injured, I see a trajectory that's going to go up. So it's going to go up, right?
I mean, again, second year, third year in,
Yeah.
whatever it might be, so it's like like you said, you're only going up.
Yes.
Do they go the Atlanta Brave route? I doubt it because of Artie Moreno. But the Atlanta Brave route is, hey, here's our young players. Let's go ahead and give them their 10-year contract already. Because we're investing in their future
Which they should.
Instead of waiting till they turn 27, 28, they're in their prime. Now I want a big ass contract. Like, hey, instead of giving you a big ass contract, then we'll give it to you now. It's not gonna be the 30 million. It's gonna be about 15 million. But a kid of your age, that's you don't need more.
Y luego, obviously, Trout making his 400 home runs, his career mark. Personally, that's something good for him, right? It's actually in a way a good thing for the Angels because he is an Angels born. That's his first team. That might be his only team. He might be an Angel for lifer, and he's 15 years in the club, or is it 15 or 13? 15, right?
Since 2010, so about 15 years.
15 years. So 400 home runs. He's our. If you think about Angels, that's who you're going to be thinking for the next 15, 20 years. Do you think he makes it 500 in 5 years?
If he stays healthy, there's a good shot at it.
Because we're only talking about 25 home runs a year.
A year, it's very possible. Now, I will say this: Trout has been known for not being good DH, and prior seasons. This year he was a full year of DH, and these are his numbers that he has. They're not the best numbers. He's batting career lows throughout, excluding. Well, no, I mean throughout all low numbers. To be honest, strikeout rate.
Why they moving from the outfield to
preserve him, to avoid injury, to avoid like injuries, basically, because every single year that he's been injured, he's never been DH. He's always been outfield. And this year they're like, hey, let's go ahead and try something different. Let's go ahead and put you as a DH. And they ran it out.
And of course, my favorite thing that I would say that we got, the great thing that you guys put a big smile on us, was sweeping the Dodgers fucking 2 times, which was
the 6 games, 6 games.
And I'm okay with that. That was our playoffs. That was our World Series right there.
I mean, the triple play Juanero on Otani, like, what more do you want? That is, that was just like, so that's our happy moments. The Angels are fun to watch. Like, they've become fun to watch. It was like, hey, let's go to the Angels game. Let's go to the Angels game. Obviously, for you, it's different. You're there. For me, not so much. Obviously, I can't really go to them. But when they come over here, it was a fun watch as to opposing the prior 2 seasons.
I will say this. I know you said for me, I'm 5 hours away. I'm 3 hours away from them. Pero, I would say that I know for a fact that if I was going to their games when they were losing, you can bet your ass that this year that we had high moments, moments of like, oh shit, we might make it to the playoffs. You bet your ass I would have been at least to 5 or 6 games this year, at least, because I know that I would have been going.
We had the whole Angels on the outfield, literally on the bleachers, doing the roll call, like Shano, and then like he would wave back. That's obviously a thing that happens in baseball with the Yankees. So we had our own little thing. I'm like, bro, like, we actually made it fun. Like, we had a fun team to watch. Again, they've been here 3 times since I've seen them here in Atlanta 3 times, or 3 series, I should say. So I've seen them a total of 8 times, I think, here in Atlanta. Now, the 8 times that I've watched them, this was the most fun that I've had at an Angels game against the Braves, where we actually didn't get our ass kicked that badly.
Do you take your jersey?
Oh, Angels?
Yeah. And they don't trip. They don't give you like.
No, I mean, I think the only fans that actually trip, you're talking about Dodger fans will probably trip and they'll beat you to the hospital. Then you got the Philly fans. I think they be tripping, but No, I mean down here in the south, everybody's chill about it. Everybody obviously they'll be clowning you if you're losing, like really bad. Like
Yeah,
like hey,
yeah,
you're from LA, like what are you doing out here, whatever. Hey, come on, chop on with us. Like a few years back, I sat in front by the literally by the Braves bullpen right next to them.
yeah.
I could ask for a ball, whatever, if I wanted to. But the guys behind me was like, "Yo, just do one chop. Come on, just do one chop." I'm like, "Bro, I'm not gonna chop like chill." He's like, "Come on, don't be like that." Obviously, I ended up chopping, and everybody started like cheering for me or whatever. I'm like, "All right, whatever, guys."
What was that? What is the chop about?
It's like when they want to take out they start going after our bullpen. So it's like they start doing they dim the lights and everybody starts like chopping like, hey, it's time for you.
Oh, okay. It's time to
Um,
get
they,
him.
they
Like,
do it in obviously they do it during the playoffs. They do it during this regular season. It became really big when they won the whole World Series. That's when they started like doing it.
and today, I mean, not today. This year, this baseball season was the first time you had Halos talk on TikTok. It was your little, basically social media thing. Your little TikTok. I would call it your little news news podcast about the Angels. Right? Was it hard when you would have to talk that they sucked, like they were losing? I know you had your moments of happiness, but once you started realizing we're not gonna make it, how did it feel?
I mean, I stopped posting a while back. I know that I haven't posted in a while. I was the last time I posted was before the second sweep of the Dodgers, and I was really
Okay.
excited about the sweep. I wanted to post it. I just got busy with life. You start working too much. You start just it's like I can't keep
Yes,
up
yes.
with life. But it was difficult. I mean, even at the beginning of the season, we're just like, damn, like how do I make a video? How do I keep an entertaining video of a loss? Like you really can't. It's like you would go into every time they would lose. I would go to Angel's Instagram for pictures or whatever, and they would never post that they lost. However, they would always post when they won, but they would never post that they lost. So I'm just like, oh, all right. So I guess it's like you really can't make a fun out of like a fun video when they lose, and it's like okay, well, I just gotta talk stats and really what could have been different, and it's about it.
And I when you said about we we get live, we start to work, all this, etc. It is true. That's why I've always said props to all the TikTokers, props to all the Instagrammers, Facebookers, YouTubers, all anyone who's on podcasts and the ones who start doing it for free for a long time before they start making money. Props to them because it does take a toll, and it's crazy because you're from a phone, right? You get your shit from a phone. Like you can literally just pop your phone and do it. I have to sit in a computer in my garage where it's fucking hot. There's no AC. Bakersfield gets 100 fucking degree weather, and it's not fun being in the fucking garage with no AC. I can't even turn on the my little fan at full blast because then you'll start hearing it in my fucking ears. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? So it was really hard for me to, especially the last month and a half that we stopped posting. It was because the kids were going back to school. I was running up and down. Once everything started settling down, I'm like, okay. I'm like, I got a new schedule. I got to check with you. But like in a way, if we stop doing it, you start losing interest.
Yeah.
You're like, man, you start pushing it off. Eh. So that's why I'm like, when the Canelo fight came up, I was like, I have to talk about it, and this will push me into the next one. So I'm like, and then para chingar, todo September no hubo movies. So I was like, I can't even fucking talk about movies. There was one, and I didn't even want to sit down and record about it, which was Conjuring 2. But still, like it was really hard. It was really hard for us, or at least for me, to get active with it. Get active with it. Like I said, the Angels did not enter playoffs. William, on your Halos talk, I know it's just Halos, but would you be talking about playoffs?
How they made it. um, would I talk about playoffs? No. I mean, I can, but really it just be more scores than anything because really, I don't know the teams like that. I could
Okay.
tell you who's on a AAA roster for the Angels. I could tell you who's on a AA roster, which prospects we could be looking forward to.
So so
I
so
don't.
in a way, you're an Angels fan. You're not a MLB fan.
I'm
Or
a I'm a MLB. What do you casual? But
okay,
I'm an Angels fan. Yes.
you're an Angels
Obviously,
hardcore. You're an Angels hardcore, but you're an
yes.
MLB casual. Okay.
Casual where I will watch. I will sit and watch the playoffs when they happen. But on a regular basis, I have my MLB subscription, which obviously I get it for free with T-Mobile. However, if I'm living in California or in Orange County, I can't watch the Angels because it's a blackout market. Luckily
Yes.
for me, I'm in the East Coast, so I could watch all Angels unless they're playing the Braves. That's the only time I cannot watch them if they're playing the Braves because the Braves are this market. So it's like, damn, that's the only series I can
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a paid program. This is not a commercial ad for T-Mobile. Do not switch if you want to switch, right?
I mean, it's the only reason why I stay with T-Mobile is because of that MLB plan.
It's like I heard that UFC is going to Paramount, right? So they're leaving ESPN and they're going to Paramount. And I told my wife, I'm like, hey, don't we have Walmart app? She's like, yeah, why? I'm like, oh, we get the Paramount on for free, right? So we downloaded it. I'm like, hey, I'm ready for next year. I'm like, UFC for free, baby. No more pay-per-view.
You guys have to be looking at your deals on who you have. Like,
Yes.
again, T-Mobile gives me the MLB plan, but I believe that my internet Xfinity, they give me something. I forgot what it is. I could look up later. But they give me some streaming service as well. I just don't use it because I'm already paying for it. But I'm like, why am I paying for it when I could easily log in with them?
Yes.
I want to say it's Disney Plus, but I could be wrong. But I know it gives me some streaming platform that I don't really use. I think so. I'm just like, one day maybe.